Today we're talking small, we're talking compact, we're talking pickup, roadster, 1, 2, 3, 3 vans. Today we're talking about the 100 Dispatcher Jeep prototype vehicles. When you hear the name Jeep, you think go anywhere, rugged and tough vehicles, right? We're not talking about squirmy, low to the ground, cute looking things with skinny tires on them. Grabbing a slice of the compact vehicle market is something Jeep has dabbled with quite a few times in the past. With each project that was brought to the table, for various reasons, none had ever reached the production phase. Some examples of Jeep prototypes that were built but never put into production include the 1980s Jeep JJ, the 1970 Jeep Concept 2, and a few other small, interesting vehicles, all of which I've made videos on them. Check them out, they're listed down below. The Jeep 100 Dispatcher vehicles could have been the start of it all for a small, compact Jeep. Brooke Stevens, the man behind many of Jeep's beautifully designed vehicles such as the Willys station wagon, Jeepster, Wagoneer, and a few others, was also credited for designing the 100 Dispatcher vehicles in the mid-1950s. First up, bringing a small and sporty roadster to the table, this is the Jeep 100 Dispatcher Sportif. This vehicle, along with the other 100 Dispatcher vehicles, was based off of the Jeep DJ3A and shared many common parts like the chassis, hood, windshield, and many others. The Sportif was designed to compete with foreign sports cars in the US and featured a stylish-looking soft top. Not a ton of info on this vehicle, no official word, but I'm assuming that soft top can be removed, of course. I mean, it's got to, right? It also featured a rear-mounted tire, extended rear bumper, chrome wheel covers, and room for two. When it came to the engine and transmission, since these vehicles were built off of the Jeep DJ3A, I'm guessing they shared a lot of the same internal parts underneath the body. The 1955-65 Jeep DJ3A came with a 134 cubic inch 2.2-liter Willys Go Devil Straight 4 L-head engine mated to a 3-speed manual transmission. Again, no official word on a lot of these important specs. I'm thinking the 100 Dispatcher vehicles would likely be given the same engine and transmission. The next 100 Dispatcher vehicle was a small, two-wheel drive pickup truck, designed to be a light-duty, low-cost pickup to compete with the few imported trucks that were on the market in the United States at the time. I think this would have been a great offering for an affordable, cheap-on-gas, light-duty truck with some classic styling. What do you think? Next up is the delivery van that was pretty much the pickup truck with an enclosed bed and a rear door out back. At the time of this prototype's creation in the mid-1950s, Jeep had already had their Willys delivery panel van, which looked to be a little bit bigger. I'm curious if the company had interest in producing the 100 Dispatcher delivery van alongside the Willys delivery panel van for a smaller, more affordable offering, or if the Dispatcher was to replace the Willys. Next up is the Beachcomber. This Jeep looked to be inspired by the 1959 Jeep Surrey DJ3A, which was intended for commercial use such as hotels, resorts, and a variety of small or large businesses. I absolutely love the color combinations that Jeep offered on this thing. It's just so cool. Because there's no official specs available on the Beachcomber, I'm not exactly able to compare the overall length and width. However, it's hard to say. It's almost like the Surrey is wider in width and shorter in length compared to the Beachcomber. Just like the delivery vans, I'm curious, was this supposed to replace the Surrey or run alongside with it? What do you think? The last vehicle in the prototype lineup was the Commuter, with no specs given. From what we can see, it can hold more than 2 people, perhaps 4, maybe 5. I wish I had more information and pictures on all these vehicles, but based on what you saw, what do you think about all these prototypes? I think Jeep should have made all of these prototypes. It would have been another great offering. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Every Wednesday, I upload a new Jeep history video or project update on my 1986 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. Before you go, check out this video here next.